Hey everybody, welcome to our stock trades. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about Clover Health, okay? There's a lot that's been going on.
Across the country, Americans are feeling the pain of
Americans are feeling the pain. Now, did you hear that? That was an advertisement. Sorry about that. Listen, there's been a lot going on in Clover, okay? So I'm going to just kind of give you, for people that don't have time, this is going to be, I think, a long video. Please share it to Stock Twits. Share it. People need to know about this, okay? Because we are getting closer. We are getting closer that the market is starting to realize the intrinsic value of some of these SPACs, okay? So grab a beverage, relax, and sit back. To all the people that need to get out of here, I'm going to just give you the highlights. Kano Health received some letters from Owl Creek regarding their ability to be bought out. And they've mentioned specifically in the letter regarding the SPAC that we need to start changing the ingredients within Kano. And because of that, Kano went ahead and basically jumped up in price today at around 15 to almost 16% in price, which I'll show. We're going to go ahead and read the letter, dissect it, look at the financials for Kano. Go in, look at Andrew Toy's most recent posts, look at Amazon that basically shut down a specific care for telehealth and also their family medicine unit right after they bought, I believe, One Medical. Okay, so there's a lot of movement in the healthcare field happening right now. So that's pretty much what we're going to talk about. I understand if you can't, you don't want to proceed, but just kind of you guys can read about it in the articles. Now, let's answer a couple questions. No, this is coffee. It's a cold. You can kind of see the swirls of the coffee. I poured the milk. It's cold brew. Yeah. Double concentrate. Okay. No, this is Clover. We don't do that in Clover. We're serious in Clover. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read the letter, and we're going to go in and pretty much talk about it. All right. So let's bring it down here and let's get straight to business. All right. So Owl Creek Asset Management delivers letter to Kano Health Board of Directors. So it said, on behalf of its affiliated investment funds, today sent a letter. So yada, yada, yada. We talked about this regarding to pursue of a sale of a strategic buyer. So let's go ahead and let's zoom in here and let's go ahead and talk about this. Okay. So in this paragraph, they pretty much say, hey, we own a lot of shares and we pretty much own a good chunk of your company. So listen to us. That's pretty much what this paragraph establishes dominance. Now, while we believe in the company's business model and management abilities to execute the post-de-SPAC business plan, the past year's roller coaster of accounting issues have shaken our confidence. We feel that Kano's continued growth will require a larger and stronger vertical integrated partner with access to the capital needed to execute the company's business plan. So we were encouraged to hear on the second quarter earnings call that you were open to considering all strategic alternatives to accelerate value creation. Okay. So when we talk about Clover, because we care about Clover, we want Clover to win. We want Clover to beat these guys. Okay, it's very clear. When we talk about Clove here, we want to go ahead and want to analyze a couple things here. Well, first off, Clover has a lot of big wigs, right? Chamath is a big wig. Chamath has a lot of connections, okay? Andrew Toy has a lot of connections with Google. These folks, they're heavily connected. The only problem is it has the SPAC ingredients, okay? And the SPAC gives it a smell that doesn't taste good, okay? So I want to read all of this for you, but in regards, they talk about how they increased membership and, the cost declined by 3%. They're talking about direct contracting, how they're doing pretty good. They're close to achieving the 2023 targets. And they talk about how the company trades under 1.3 multiple, right? And they're saying, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, somewhere down here, they're talking about Oak Street Health has an enterprise value nearly 3.2 times high. So that's actually good. in terms of the revenue guidance for 2.1 billion. So that tells you, very, very interestingly, this tells you something important. It tells you that maybe Clover's future revenue multiple could hover around 3.2, but we knew this. We said anywhere between 3 to 5. Again, I'm bearish. I did 2. Again, because, you want to give yourself a wiggle room. Okay? Let's go ahead and Lou keeps spending fun about people selling it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? What you doing, Lou? What you doing, Lou? For all my Clover folks that don't know who Lou is, he's the guy that goes like, right? He's supposed to be my uncle, right? I would sell AMC and A. Oh, snaps. Oh boy. We're getting some fights in here. But in all seriousness, in regards to Clover, okay, this is good because we're starting to see companies getting annoyed. They're like, all right, listen, we got to go ahead and remove the SPAC smell from this. We got to go ahead and show the market that, this company can X, Y, and Z. Now, let me essentially show you, okay, the financials for Kano. Okay, so Kano's revenue, great. I mean, look at that growth. Just look at that. That growth is sexy. Okay, the gross margins are actually better than Clover. Clover's in the negative. Okay, but look at these gross margins. Look at the net income. The net income is actually negative. Look at the free cash flow. The free cash flow is actually negative. Okay, and they went ahead and diluted too. Okay, so this does have the same ingredients as Clover, but Clover has more support. Not only now they have a great CFO that basically Wall Street adores, they got retail investor support, and they also have mine, both on the medical and on the business. Okay. So grab a beverage, relax, you know what I mean? Do your thing, okay? So these are big. This is big news. They talk about the earnings call. They yet announced a deal. CVS CFO said we've evaluated a range of assets, and around this, we will make another video. There's a lot of information here. Let me know if you want me to read it. If you don't want me to read it, that's fine. We can go ahead and I'll summarize it. But there's a lot of detail here. Again, if you want to hear about it, I dropped a link in the live discussion so you guys can click it. Okay. They talk about here possibly share price 14 and all these Oak Streets for $4.5 billion valuation. There's a lot going on here, but it's very clear. They say something extremely important. Kano is trading at a discount. Now, if you think Kano, which is $7, which is at 3.4 billion right now, which is technically Clover's, I think it's going to outbeat Clover's going to outbeat them. And they're trading at 3.4 billion and they're at $7. And if you look at Clove, you see the BS here? Clove is extremely undervalued. I mean, you're basically buying a value stock, but it's a growth stock. You're pretty much getting the growth for free at this point. Okay. When you look at the news here for Clover, you can see, for Kano, once this article came out and they sent a link to the directors for Kano, it's very clear the stock price shot up because a lot of people are like, oh, snaps. Things are starting to get real. It was trading down on the low. As soon as this letter came, boom. Now, what's its intrinsic value? Probably in this area. I haven't calculated it yet. We will calculate it in another video. But why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about Kano? Listen, guys, a lot of big tech companies are starting to make moves. Look at Amazon. Look at CVS. They're making moves. Okay? There's a lot in innovation in healthcare. Very clear. Look up this article here from Wall Street Journal. Amazon to shut down Amazon Care telehealth. If you look at TDoc, what do you think happened to the stock price today once they have it announced? It shot up. Look at that. It went up. You see how So that's why it's good to kind of know a little stocks here and there so you can understand, how this works, and which is why we never really changed the price target here, right? Because I know the value of Teladoc. I ain't effing around, right? Right. So I know the value, but I want you to gear you this line here. Okay. He said, Mr. Lindsay said he thought the healthcare industry remains ripe for innovation. And it's true. Listen, I am in medical school. I am in the healthcare field. I used to be a former EMT. Healthcare is old. It's archaic. They still teach the same format they've done for the past 100 of years. Healthcare needs innovation. Heck, when you take an exam that's standardized, you have to wait a month to get your results back. It needs innovation. Okay. So this is a big deal for Clover because it means that the market is watching. And now Wall Street knows that these SPACs, there's some good and some bad. The good ones, their value is starting. The time that the stocks are going to be at a discount value is running at, it's going to ascend to its intrinsic value soon. They're running out of time. And when Wall Street jumps in, they jump in. Okay. So let's go ahead and my PFP is Lou in jail, Al. What is PFP? I suck at acronyms, Big B. But he's in YouTube jail from my understanding. I don't know why. He keeps going like this. I don't know why. Lou does really weird things. He goes like, and he pets his cat. He's like, oh, keep petting. I'm like, what are you petting? What are you doing? Looks like I don't know what the hell he's doing. I laugh so hard when you do the ew. Now I know it's hilarious. It's going to be my signature move now. They will pull the rug on AMC and Ape. Well, I hope not, but hedge funds haven't covered yet. Hedge funds haven't covered. And I think the argument exists still for a short squeeze thesis. If you have time, would love to hear your thoughts on the student loan forgiveness. That's a really good, I was going to make a separate video, but I'll inject some of my thoughts on here, and then we'll go in and make a separate video because I do believe I do have some things to say. So I'm going to go ahead and star this so I don't forget. Love the Clove news update. It's one of the biggest positions. Oh no, yeah, exactly. I definitely, it's one of my highest ones as well. You should change your name to the Algo Doctor, Al. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I definitely love it. Or like AMC, AMC MD or MD AMC. I would love it. But we actually have a business called Al Stock Trades behind me. Currently, the website's undergoing maintenance. So we're stuck with our name because we are an LLC. We are an actual business. Or Dr. Al. No, yeah. I got about, give me about 2 years and we're getting there. Lou needs to buy some Clove. Absolutely. Maybe we can get him involved for Clove, and maybe we can bring him on the channel to show him why he knows about Clove. He's not dumb. He knows about Clove. Okay. No one knows the short term. I would have to take a look at the algo score, which we can do right now, which is part of our Al Stock Alerts. Toxic Clue people here too. Toxic Clue. Okay. Well, don't go by. Come, it's a family here. It's a family. Crime Killer MD. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna hedge fund. I should put hedge fund tiers here, right? All right. So, no, that one sucked. All right, we're just having fun here. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Student loan forgiveness. So whoever's interested in this, these are my thoughts on the student loan forgiveness. Okay. So you know how when the Federal Reserve decreased interest rates, right? And when they did their monetary easing, what happened to the stock market? It shot up, right? There's a kind of a thing called don't fight the Fed, right? What do you think happened to the real estate market? It shot up. Free money, right? Right now, and I'm in academia, so this is kind of funny. So do you know FAFSA? Does anyone know what FAFSA is? If you don't know what FAFSA is essentially a platform from the government that you apply to that asks you a series of questions to determine your eligibility for federal student loan aid. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The website is down. The website is down. So, yeah, you have a loan through them. So the website is down. So I have again, I'm in academia, so we hear things. I have students I mentor, I have students I teach, and one student said, I tried calling them and they said they don't know how to fix the website. They said they're getting a lot of applications now. They're getting so many applications. Everyone is applying for college now. And my speculation is they're going to sign up for a class, get the 10,000 and cut. And they're just going to get $10,000 cash. So it's my point. What is my point? What happens, do you think? Comment down below. Think about it. What happens to the price of education when you guarantee a certain amount of money? Are university prices going to go up or are they going to go down? Think. What is the answer? Up or down? University prices, what do you think? Up or down? Think about it. What happens to demand? I just told you. FAFSA is offline because they have so many people. When you have demand and the supply, let's call it, is constant, of course universities are going to raise the price. This is unsustainable. And if you already look here, let me give you guys something cool. If you look up inflation, or actually, no. Wage prices versus cost of university education. What do you think? Which is going to be higher? University education or wage prices? Okay. Here is, just look at this. This line is the average earners from 22 to 27. Look at it. It's low. Look at the average college cost. This is criminal. Do you see this, ladies and gentlemen? This is criminal. This is just as bad as hedge funds. Okay? These are criminals. Just look at this. Look at this. This doesn't make sense. How is this disproportionate? And it's because of the government. When you go ahead and when you artificially inflate demand, what happens? Now, let's be real. Sadly, if they didn't do that, most folks wouldn't get educated. So it's tough. All right. Yes, exactly. The answer is up. Price inflation. You establish new floor. Student loan forgiveness will be like a stimulus check. And it will further increase inflation, I believe. Exactly. It's like a massive stimulus check. Absolutely. Hey, Al, what about Clove? We need short squeeze. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But shorts are covering. Why? Because the fundamentals are getting a lot better and the path to profitability is getting clearer. So shorts are out on that one. They're slowly covering. Student forgiveness loan, which is good, which means that it's going to ascend to its intrinsic value, which means that Wall Street's going to basically buy into the stock. And again, you'll figure out. Let me explain to you what happens with Wall Street. Okay. When Wall Street likes a stock, you remember when I gave you guys a price target on Enphase on the Mastering Stock Market course and now Stock Alerts? This is what happens when Wall Street likes a stock. It doubles in price, or X, Y, and Z. It goes to the moon. Okay, 31,000%. This is what happens when Wall Street likes a stock. Do I make myself clear? Okay. The fact that SAT, ACT doesn't matter anymore makes no sense to me. Yeah, there's no filter, right? Holding that bag for sure on Clove. I mean, it depends. I mean, like, what is a bag to you, right? Because I've discounted this bag's future cash flows, and I know that this bag is going to be worth more in the future than in today's present value. And I know that I'm going to be able to hold the bag, and this bag is going to give me money, whether it's going to be future dividends of the company, or I can sell this bag at a higher price because it's going to be worth more. This is called discounted cash flow statements, and it's the whole purpose of an intrinsic value calculation, right? You may know me probably from the AMC side, but I have 4 degrees, and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to mathematics. All right. Did AA kill that? It's when we talk about AMC, the ape, think of it this way. I believe it is a nuclear button that we have. If we want right now, we can sell all of our ape, and we can basically come in and put it all in AMC, which will cause a liquidity squeeze. And I believe that's what they're planning for. They're scared that that's going to happen. Because think about it. You're going to gobble up all those extra shares for AMC, whatever is left that retail hasn't bought yet. And it's going to get to a point where shorts are going to have to cover eventually. But the problem is that this nuclear button, you can only press it once. I would rather press it when we're near movements like GME at around $200-$300. When they try to remove that buy button, or when they try to play whatever they're going to play in the future, sell ape and hit them with the nuclear button and cause that liquidity crunch. That's kind of my idea, but let me know what you guys think. Short, are we getting SAS for sure? I believe in the next 5 years. I'm not putting it in the calculations right now, but it does seem they are. Let me answer this question through his post here. Let's go ahead and answer this question here. Okay, so, in here, he talks about how they are just a kind of very, after all, let's just read this. After all, we're a cloud first. So this is a tech company, and it's very clear it's a tech company, but people are treating it like Kano, or just Kano, or just a SPAC that's just a healthcare company. Andrew Toy, whom I'm connected with here, this guy is a technologist, and now he's a CEO. This is a tech company. Okay, so I do believe this is coming. But revenues are decreasing for SaaS-like companies. Luckily for Clover, it's in the healthcare field. So even if there's a recession, we'll be protected. So I'm not an MD yet. However, I am a medical student, and I got about 2 years where I will have the honor and privilege to have that title. I need lots of bags for my Clove shares. Love the cheap current. And exactly. And you're gonna miss these prices. You're gonna miss them, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, I promise you right now, in the next 5 years, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Right? That's what I hope everyone does. Sell ape and buy AMC. And that'll be the nuke button. The question is, when do we use it? So that's kind of the argument there. Bag as in I purchased in 20 holding. I see what you're saying. And technically it's worth, as of right now in my books, $25. So, I hope, I've been averaging down. I got in around 8-ish, around that. And I've just been averaging down because I came after DCE announcement. So I've been averaging down, and it's been really great. And this is just kind of my personal, what I'm doing. I do want to, was something about AMC I was going to tell you. I totally forgot. Oh yeah. There's a new theory that says, MOAS is going to happen in 90 days. And there's like a certain legal criteria when you have ape shares, and there's certain levels of shorting and covering. My only concern is, I always like to keep my expectations, at a certain degree, because think of it this way, guys. These people are criminals, and they're going to break rules. So I'm in a position where, have they covered? No. Okay. Next day. Have they covered? Check. No. Okay. Next day. You'll know when they cover. Okay. So I bought more of both. Yeah, great. Hell yeah. No, it was a great down day on some stocks. Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking about but I am up on my ape shares. I did get it in around, I believe, 6-ish. I need to go ahead and I'm getting a lot of calls here. Let me go ahead and sorry about that. I'm busy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. That's a new one. They got really smarter after GME. Yeah, these hedge funds got extremely smart. But you know what's funny? These people are so narcissistic. Again, I thought this was a normal short squeeze, just goes up, goes down. Okay, we're done. And I thought they covered. It's my fault. I wasn't checking the data because it just tends to happen. It just, like look at BBIG. Whoop, whoop, done, right? I got to revisit via I may be doing the same mistake for BBIG, but they haven't covered yet. These guys haven't covered. They did get smarter after GME. But you know what's funny? They're so narcissistic, these people. These people are so like a-holes because check this out. The CEO of Citadel said something interesting. He said this. He said, these people went into their homes and they just bought all these stocks and they just short squeezed us. And, they stole money from teacher pension funds. They stole money from retirement funds. Are you kidding me? Who the hell's shorting the stock? You're going to go ahead and blame AMC. You're going to go ahead and blame the retail investors. You're the one shorting the damn thing. Anywho, these people, when you get up to that level, you want to call it success, be my guest. I don't call it success. I was at Mayo Clinic, top 1 hospital in the world. And the people, let's put it this way. You're not happy. It's crazy. You would think that you'd be happy being at top 1. And I spoke to some folks. They were not happy. These folks are up at these top upper echelon. They get there, some of them through hard work. God bless their hearts. And some of them, in unethical ways. Okay. So you got to think about it that way. Okay. They like to blame. It's everything's your fault and not mine. They've been bankrupting retail and normal citizens for how many years? How many decades? And for once, we were able to hit them up with a couple billion, and they cry. They Anywho, what do you think about genomic sector and emerging healthcare technologies? Yes. So basically, from my experience, and we are an all precision initiative. In fact, I'm working on a project that got around $1.5 million in grant money, where we're looking at specific biomarkers that are prognostic for healthcare outcomes. In fact, let me see if I can find it. I'm going to see if I can find it. Let me share with you here. Let me show you. If we go to Google Scholar, if we type in my name, here it is, Albert Allen. There it is. So this is the project we have going. It's hippocampal RNA expression, gene sets, and biological pathways with prognostic value for seizure outcome following an anterior temporal lobectomy with or without hippocaptomies. So, yeah, so this is the future. This is the future. I need to go ahead and there's a couple things I need to do with this paper to hit it up for submission. But it's going to be, if you guys are interested in wanting to read it, I'll show you guys a link. But it's very sciencey, so. I am, I am an academic, so let's see. These people are brutal. They do not pardon their kid. Yeah, cool. So that's pretty much what I have for Clover. There's more we can talk about, but overall, these are good things. This is the biggest news in my books. We're starting to see an asset management firm complained about how these SPACs are undervalued. Wall Street is recognizing this. They know. They're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at that jump. Look at that jump. 40, look at that. Boom. Right? Especially in one day. And the media is starting to kick off now. Look at this. Watching 32% gain this week. Letter from Kano. So they're starting, again, this is the same ingredients, 100% growth here. Look at Clove. Okay. Okay. Same ingredients. Okay. Wall Street's going to start stepping in. And that's what's going to go up to its intrinsic value. Okay. So why do I have Kano Health on the screen? Because Owl Creek Asset Management delivered a letter to Kano Health Board of Directors saying how they should be bought out by a strategic buyer, how they're essentially needing a little bit extra funding, and they know there's a market here. I think they're scared of Clover, and I do believe they should be. I do believe Clover is going to be a winner in this. I do believe. What up? What up? What up? So yeah, this is just kind of a chill day. Just kind of wanted to, talk to you guys about this, and also I want to just talk to you guys. I love you guys. So kind of random, right? No, I care about you guys a lot, and the information that unfortunately, they don't teach this information anywhere. I had to learn this by myself. It sucks that, it kind of makes you think, why don't, like, if they actually, because think about it, if they actually, here, let me start over. Let me start over. Pretend above this mic, there it is. Pretend above this mic is the wealthy area, and pretend below this mic down here is the not wealthy area. Okay. So this is a bougie. This is, shit. Okay. This is the bourgeoisie. This is the proletariats for all my sociologists out there. Okay. Think about it. If you go to the state's funding, a lot of these folks in the upper echelon of, let's say, for example, Tucson, Arizona. Okay. All of the state's taxes, all of the funding gets placed in the better parts of town, while schools down in the South get the crumbs. Do you know that? So when you have, and this is very evident when you go to California, the Democrat state, like, we're there for the people. That's a bunch of BS, right? Everyone's in it for themselves. Okay. Everyone's in it for themselves. Oh God, I had to post. You posted on the. Yes, thank you so much. That's what I'm saying, guys. Our Discord is so freaking legit. We got so many smart people, and I am going to be creating an AMC channel so we can go ahead and talk about it because there's a lot of shenanigans happening there. Proletariat. Okay. I see you. I don't know the that latter one. I do know the first one. Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. You're asking a question. I'm like, oh, I don't. So here, I don't know how to spell the name. Is bourgeoisie versus the proletariat. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is this is back in Karl Marx's time. So this is like Marxism. So this is an educational channel, so why not, right? So this is, let me just kind of zoom in here a little bit so you guys can read this. So this is how it sounds like. Let me play it for you. Bourgeoisie. Okay, you can't really hear that. He's a bourgeoisie. All right, it's called bourgeoisie. In America, we say bourgeoisie, okay? Not whatever he's saying. All right, so this is sociological. It defines a social class equivalent to the middle and upper class, okay? These are the rich, right? They distinguish themselves from the traditional contrasted with the proletariats by their affluence, right? They're great cultural and financial capital. They are sometimes divided into there's different levels. And let me just read if there's anything worth reading here. So, you can go ahead and read all this. Let me just summarize it for you. These people are essentially the ones that basically control, how things are run, and it's always a battle between the bourgeoisie and the proletariats, and these are unfortunately the people that provide the hard work labor. They provide the minimum wage, and they just kind of basically keep the society going, but they don't get any of it in terms of the cost of their labor. It's unfortunate. They're just used as pawns. And it's this is a great. Here's capitalism. Here's we what's it called? We rule you. We fool. Okay, that's kind of for people. My apologies for the religious folks. We fool you, but when you're down here, we the feelings are tough. We shoot at you, and then we eat for you, and then we work for all, and and we feed all. And this is kind of the proletariats and kind of the bourgeoisie at their level. Okay. And the whole purpose of this is the whole purpose of me creating this channel and us creating, the Al stock trades is to teach you how Warren Buffett invests, is to teach you how to analyze stocks. They don't teach people this information, and it's so terrible. I don't know why. Again, I know that if you live in the upper area, you're going to make, you're going to get better education. It's just, you got to always ask yourself, why are these folks, you always got to think to yourself, why do they not teach you how to buy properties, how to do a, 1031 exchange? What is a 1031 exchange? It's a way to avoid taxes. They don't want you to know this information. Listen, I have 3 degrees. My 4th is my master's in cellular molecular medicine. My 5th will be my MD. You can Google them. They're all online. Okay. Not 1 degree taught me this information, but it did teach me how to think, how to break down something like an engineer and build it better. It's a scam. It's fraud. I mean, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but the way college teaches you something, if you just learn what they teach you and go about your life with this information without learning the essence of what made you learn the information, which is asking questions, being curious and thinking and breaking down a puzzle and bringing it back up. If you don't understand, like mathematics majors or maybe engineers, if you don't know how to think like that, there's a high probability you're going to be poor. Okay. Kind of like, I didn't want to mention his name. I don't even like a rich dad, poor dad, but like there's a lot of faults in what he's saying. Like he doesn't buy stocks because he wants his money. It's so the guy's stupid. Okay. So don't, I just like kind of the rich dad, poor dad mentality. You know what I mean? But yeah, there was Owazaki or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably part of the proletariats. You know what I mean? If he didn't get lucky with the real estate, I don't agree with him on that one. Okay. All right. So, maybe Clove can buy Kano easy. Well, I mean, it's cash. That's the problem. It's cash, and they don't have there's a lot of billions. But I do believe that once Clover becomes free cash flow positive, there's going to be a lot of buyers, and that's when Clove is going to get to its intrinsics. And then if there is buyers, they're going to have to increase it over the intrinsic value to pay for a premium. If that makes sense. Like if it's the intrinsic is 25, and then once they're free cash flow positive, then they would get it in for like 50 or 60 or 70, if that makes sense. You pronounce it proletariat. Oh, sorry. I was just messing with. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, I have I got like a little sore here. Not a sore, but like my inflamed gum here. So I'll blame it on that. We'll see next week if I can say it right. I understand the history, and it's a movie title as well. Oh shit, it is. I didn't know that. Can you comment down the movie? We need a new system, but you can influence more change with money than without. And that's capitalism for you. That's how Bill Gates is able to change things. because his opinion matters more because he has the money. Sad, isn't it? You know, what we're basically saying is housekeepers and X, Y, and Z and janitorial. I'm just like picking ones that we associate with as a stereotype, even though I've learned so much from a janitorial staff at Mayo than I would, speaking to someone else. But we don't value their opinion. Okay, it's terrible. Thank you for trying to help us learn their systems so we can make good investments. So and that's the whole point. Listen, guys, our stock trades, mastering stock market course, it is hard. Okay, but I do break it down for you. But understand, by the time you finish the course, and we're consistently building it, I'm literally weaving it with my hands. It takes a long time to extract this. And we're also a software company. We attach and give you the data with AIs and all this other stuff. But when you look at this, you're going to have when you go through our course, it's going to be like you're reading 30 to 50 books. And go speak to our members. You know, we have one nurse who's a former vet, maybe current, my apologies, who's saying, dude, I already look at all the books I'm reading. Right? Like, we are on point. Okay. We give it to you. You know, we don't dilute here. Okay. We don't dilute. All right. We give you the knowledge in full. Do you see the market bottoming this year? I think the market's going to bottom maybe near the end of 2022. I do believe we're going to go down another bear market, kind of run down before we get back up. I did post something on the Discord in regards to the MACD cooling off and the drop in the price action under the 200-day moving average, which is a typical bear market rally. Biden just signed an executive order ending 1031 exchange to pay down student loans. Wait, what? Wait. I heard about this. Man, what the hell are you doing, Biden? What you doing? Okay, so he's probably shutting it down for people in the upper echelon of society, which basically means that if you, I keep track of this. Okay, so he wants to cancel it for people in the corporate worlds. So when they buy apartment complexes, which is terrible because that's how a small apartment complex buyer goes into a bigger one without being taxed, so they can hire more employees and give back and be able to make a business. So hedge funds, what they're doing now, like BlackRock, they're like, okay, Biden, you don't want us buying big properties? That's fine. We'll buy small ones. So now they can do 1031 exchanges on small properties that are part of like small single family houses, which I'm going to do a Biden, which is why you're seeing single family homes increase. You know how he does it? He goes, he's so funny, man. I swear. He's so funny. What do you think about Tesla post split? I'm thinking sell off. It depends if they can keep their growth rates. With the intrinsic value calculation, we'll play around with it. I think we're going to do an AMC video where we can just kind of adjust for people that are on AMC. Listen. This is for the AMC people. Okay. So I know how they're like diluting and whatnot. People are like always like, listen. They want to like eliminate their debt. Once they eliminate their debt and if they become free cash flow positive, the sad part is why they get there in the first place. I mean, come on, guys. You know what I mean? But once they eliminate that and they fix themselves, and by the way, listen, AA used to be CEO of Norwegian Airlines. That company was struggling. You feel me? When he came in, he actually helped the company, and he still sits on the board, executive board. Okay. I want to just put this clear. If they do dilute X, Y, and Z, once they become free cash flow positive, listen, they will buy back their stock. Have you ever heard of share buybacks? They will basically decrease the stocks from the pool, which will artificially increase the amount of the price of your shares worth. And then once they buy up all that excess stock, then they're going to start probably most likely once they become free cash flow positive, issuing it dividends. Based off of how popular AMC is, I think it's going to kill Cineworld. I think it's going to kill Cinemark. I think it's going to kill Harkins Theater. I think they're going to kill them all. Okay. So that's kind of something that you guys want to think, like, kind of like what I'm thinking about. All right. I had a great experience in college as a physics and math double major. Okay, you know how to think. You know how to break something down. You know how to ask questions. You know, and astronomy minor. I got a lot out of it in the wisdom of, yeah, absolutely. But if you're going ahead and like one of my degrees is in sociology, but my two other undergraduate is in neuroscience and cognitive science, emphasis on neurobiology and also physiology. But if you go ahead and you just do a sociology degree, how much is that really going to help you? You feel me? Or humanities, even though it is important, it's beautiful, but it shouldn't cost that much. You feel me? Okay. I'm gonna take a screenshot. It's a 9 minute. Maybe we could watch it on our channel if it's. I find it interesting. So yeah, this live is just kind of talking to you guys, saying what's up, kind of like informal. Usually, I'm always with charts and math, and I just drive myself, like insane. I just want to like chill and just talk to you guys as a human being. Just kind of like just have a conversation with you guys. I'm just kind of like, my brain hurts. My brain hurts, guys. I just want to relax a little bit with you. 28 my for Clove. Okay, bought at 14. 7 might pick up more, but I see 28 from the major pointer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, 28 was when it went up to on the squeeze for sure. Yeah, the creepy Biden whisper voice. Why did Vivek sold all of his Clover A and B stock? When did that happen? Because he specifically, well, did he really sell? Let's go ahead, and let's actually look at our data. Let me go ahead and log in. Un momento. Let's go ahead and go to our Discord here and let's look up the data. All right, so let's go ahead and do some stock research. Let's go ahead and go to the pinned comment. This is how you're supposed to use it, okay? And let's look at insider trades because it's insider, okay? Let's go to Clove. We can do AMC. We can do anything we want here. Let me zoom in for you guys. I don't know, John. All I'm seeing is buys. I see buys for Andrew Toy. I see this was August 10. I see well, these were given because he just came in the company. There's Chelsea Clinton with a buy. I don't see Vivek. I don't see a sell here. Maybe it was a transfer from A to B, or you know how they do that, or options. Maybe you're confusing. I don't see it here. On Yahoo Finance, we have another bot we can ask too. I am programming Brain Machine to do insider trades, but I'm waiting for. I'm programming one important thing that I want to be doing, but let me open up the help menu here. Let me just see if I already programmed it in here. Institutional stock ownership. Security analysis. Insiders. Here it is. There's a better, I'm going to be putting in a better one for insiders. This is, we give you Fintel too. Clove. Sorry about that. My dumbass hasn't shown you anything. Let me go ahead and, this is Fintel. This is directly from our, so let me just show you how I did this. So I went to help menu. I did security analysis. I looked at the insiders here. I just copied this command here. Then I put the country. I put the symbol. Okay. And then I want to see right now what's going on. So you said Vivek. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Vivek. Let's see. Yeah, like if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. So let's see. February. No, sorry, this is January. Shares. It's probably to pay taxes. This was in January. This is nothing. This is old. I don't see it. I have to file for my club buys. Ha! I see what you're doing there. Little nice flex. Spelled that wrong. All right. So you said Yahoo Finance? Let's see what's going on with Yahoo. Where did you go? Is it on the news? I don't see it. Tell me where you went. I mean, I don't see it, man. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and go to help. Let's do, I think, stock fundamentals. Let me see. Let's look up next page. It's like our little app, SEC filings. Let's look up some SEC filings for Clove. These are all the SEC filings. We get them all directly from here. So we could just kind of find a link, kind of click on all of them here, do our due diligence. Okay. Yeah, I don't really see a sell. Usually there's a sell form. Yeah. Tab options. Okay. So I'm on options. Yeah, I think it's FUD. I don't really see. Yeah, and sometimes they do switch out options. It's like kind of Alex Karp, what he's doing. So it could be that. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I honestly, yeah, I think that's FUD. I mean, I'm looking at it and I don't really see anything. But I do want to add something here, and also let me show you something else that I didn't show you here too. If you go to stock research, we did this here. We look at insiders for Clove. We do this, and here's the insiders. I see buys all around. This is for Clove. Okay, this is all directly from our Discord. Oh, tab. Is there an where's the insider? Let me go back to summary. So I don't use Yahoo Finance. See, insiders own a lot of shares, and they do. Yeah, why don't you share with me the link? Because I don't see it. Holders, maybe? Okay. Probably inside a transaction. Where's Mr. How do you spell his name? Make sure I get it right here. Let's see. Oh, you're saying you're saying you don't see Vivek here? Is that what you're saying? Well, he's still a holder. You have to look here. Insider transactions reported the last 2 years. I don't think this is just new transactions. Like, for example, you remember when Chelsea Clinton purchased on March 3rd, 2022? This is within the last 2 years. You see, he has his shares prior to the last 2 years. Does that make sense? That's why it's important to look at context first. Okay. Last 2 years, not all of insider transactions. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing here. And again, you see how this is all in 2022? What happened in 2021? Right? Again, here, read. It's always important. Insider rosters derive solely from the last 24 months of Form 3 and Form 4 of SECF. Last 24 months. The last 2 years. I understand they are public and since 2021, but do you see any 2021 data here? No. Also, they were already having their shares before they SPACed because they were a company way before that. That makes sense. If you think Vivek sold, it should have said here there was a sell. We're not seeing a sell. Well, listen, man, if you think he sold, you can go ahead and sell. I'll take your shares. How do you think he sold? We could go ahead. Vivek sold Clover. In fact, we can also look at the holdings too. We can look at SEC. We're going to be doing in Brain Machine where it's going to be able to do this for you automatically. Yeah, so that's it. Anyhow, I'm not really going to spend any time on this because, he obviously didn't sell, right? Let's see here. You can't. Wait. What's this? You can't afford my shares, Al. Are you sure about that? Let's see here. There it is. So I'm trying to show you guys. It's interesting because it's interesting for Clover because if you think about it, it is within 2 years. They should technically report it. It just cares to show you the FUD that's going on with Yahoo Finance. That's why I said that's why when in our Al stock alerts, I say our program is better than Yahoo Finance. I'm not lying when I say that. Let's see. Let me take a look at something. Why do I look Egyptian? So I am Middle Eastern and also a little bit of Spaniard. But يعني بحكي عربي Yusuf. Yeah. You're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. All right, so let's see. Clove, Fintel here. Yeah, Helen, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and let's look at the insider transactions of Mr. Vivek Gardapelli, which reminds me of like Gardelli, like the chocolate. Let's see here. Exercise. All right. All right. I have to pay exercise once. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you here. Okay. Oh, you want to ew. How you doing, my silly? Ew. I'll give you one. All right, so this is Vivek's transactions. We got some in January of 2022. And again, why isn't these on Yahoo Finance? I don't know, right? So he does have around 13 million available. He did exercise these. And again, the reason why is you have to understand that he has to pay taxes, and these are why sometimes they exercise them. In terms of the Class B stock, they are awarded this much, and from my understanding is some forms are exercised, but when you look at it, the remaining in options is 13. So that's essentially the so when you say that he sold it all, that's incorrect. That's a no. But I understand. I feel you. Let's see here. As an option. Okay. All right. So, and he is the founder. Exactly. Yeah, he's the founder. And if this is a common thing, and he's stepping back into the sidelines now and allowing the president, the new CEO to run it. The Federal Reserve barely sold off their assets, looking at their insane balance sheet so much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think they're in a catch-22. They can't do really much of a Paul Volcker because, think about it. The debt to GDP ratio back in those days were a lot lower than they are now. So I don't even think the government can afford the increase in interest rates. So they're like, SOL, right? Let's see. Yeah. So if you want to kind of take a look at this here, this is a great, another good screenshot I took. Let me share with you this, my friend John here, about Clover. Just give you guys a little bit more data. I understand retail. It's this is a lot of information. It gets hard. You know what I mean? There's a lot of conflicting. We're going to be putting all this on the Al Stock Alerts brain machine to help you guys out. So if you look up Andrew Torrey here, guys, he owns, and then he is a founder too, right? They both found, in a way, right? He was able to build. He had around 2.6 million shares here. Okay. If you look at Vivek here, chief executive, owns around 10%, 1.6 million. Okay. Then you have Cha. I believe that's Chamath. I don't know what it's called. Cha. Chamath Palihapitiya. If I see him in the future, I'm like, hey, what's up? Cha. He has around 1.7. Okay. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful. And I believe they sold. I need to take a look at that. I think they sold. Maybe they might still have some. But that, I believe they sold. All right. Let's see. So yeah, this is just kind of a chill live. I'm always like talking data and just nice to just be human and talk to you guys. One on the NASDAQ insider trading. I don't see it. Nothing since January. Yeah, and it's interesting because they say 24 months, and we know that's 2 years, but yet they don't really have information for 2 years. Either they're being cheap, which they are, they want you to pay, or they are purposely doing this. Who knows? I mean, Clove was a short squeeze stock before, and yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if. I mean, we already know there's manipulation. I mean, just look at all the stupid analysts, those monkey analysts. Remember what's his name? That guy. I have so many nicknames. Cohen the Clown. So many nicknames for them. I sold my wife Suburban today and told her to ride the bus just so I could buy more clothes. That's a good one. Ride the bus. That's it. You'll get a Lambo soon. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good one. I enjoyed that one. Hey, man, can you look up FSRD from your bots and give me your thoughts? Doesn't that kind of rhyme? Bots and thoughts? Look them up from your bots and give me your thoughts from my bots. Yeah, no, I'll take a look at it here. I mean, what we can do, just kind of off the cuff, we can do an intrinsic value calculation from our automatic. We can do a DCF automatically here, which we can do now, which is pretty impressive. You FSRD. Let's take a look what we have. So 2024. Oh shit, no revenue. This must be wrong, or they're all zeroed out. What company is this? I'm sorry. Maybe it might be right. Let me see. Fuck. I'm sorry. It's like 57 cents. Damn. That thing's woo. No, this is probably not accurate. I was like, oh, Jesus. Let's see. Provides manufacturing, 4 main areas: discovery, testing. No hate. I just wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a strong company, like, it just sounded FSRD, it just sounded like but yeah. Let's take I'm not making fun. I'm this is just chilling with you guys. Life is short. I like to crack jokes. Some little quick fact about me in elementary school. I was the class clown. I don't know if you guys can see that. I was the class. I always like to make people laugh. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and break this company down really quickly. I'm obviously not gonna look at the annual 10K report and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna look at all that, but we can look at just kind of the basics to kind of see what's going on under the hood a little bit. Just to kind of give my thoughts. So, and we're going to be doing this on Al Stock Alerts. We're going to be a little bit more in depth, obviously. We're going to be doing the bi-monthly meetings. We're going to do an intrinsic value calculation, kind of teach you how to use the softwares that we have. We're going to be providing this soon. This table is going to be injected. You can download it directly from the Al Stock Alerts. That's my goal. But in terms of this company, the revenue is going up. That's good. Gross margins, okay. That's still not. It's not good. Operating margins, negative. Net income is negative. It's actually getting worse. Free cash flow is negative. It's getting worse. What's the book value? Okay. The next level would be to take a look at their debt, see, but they're burning cash, so I'm sure they're diluting. Yeah, you see, look at that 3 million shares, 4 million shares, 76. That's a factor. They diluted by a factor of 19. Diluted by a factor of 19. So that's a lot. That's a lot, man. And and you would want them to be less negative, but they're becoming more negative. So these are the two things that matter. Let me show you. This one here. This one here. So automatically, I'm just kind of pre-putting this in my head. That's why I was, yeah. So this is no good, no good. And we're gonna teach you guys how to go through this in the mastering, so you guys can you don't get you don't get messed up. But we have our fun though. We do have like remember BBBY? It went up today because they secured funding. Let me make this bigger for you. They secured funding, guys. So that's why the stock shot up. But we do have our fun. It's not like we don't have fun. Like we do have short squeeze stocks. I believe if you go to Gamma Miami here, if we go to Gamma, you can see we've been talking about BBBBBBBBW, BBBY, something else. We've been talking about it at around $4. So we were talking about, we have our fun on short squeeze stocks. These are kind of our results. I don't really update it that much. I usually update it when I get into it. So usually, because I don't have, I'm in the hospital sometimes, I can't day trade. But our platform is good for day, swing, long term, whatever you like. How's Rev doing? I remember it, the bankruptcy and all that. I'm sure it's like crashed. Honestly, I don't. It's gone. I think. Yeah, a little crash. I'm surprised it's still up there. Huh. Likely worthless. Shares are likely worthless. I'm surprised that people are still holding it. That's retail for you. I don't know. Let's see here. Since you are MD student, you probably know a lot of MDs. Is there a chance you can find an MD who used Clover Assistant and interview them for the channel? I actually I am going to be doing that. So I actually already so here's a book. This is called a provider book, and I was looking into it. This is for Arizona. And I was searching through these doctors to see, and I was going to call them for interviews. So I'm actually on top of it on that one. However, one thing is a problem. They said that they're pulling out of Pima. I am in Pima, so it's like, damn it, I'm in Tucson, so they pulling out. Like, come on, Andrew Toy. But I think they're still in Phoenix. So I got connections up there too. You know what I mean? So I'll just call some folks there. It's been so busy right now. But it's definitely on my list for sure. Fast rate. Oh no, I don't hate you. I couldn't find any reviews. Yeah, and definitely I believe doctors are not going to review. Doctors don't have time. They're not going to review. No. I think you may be sipping on some syrup this evening. No. I swear, it's just coffee. I'm just chilling with you. I'm just letting loose, But I would love a drink, honestly. But coffee and drink, it's going to be like a Foro Loco back in the day. Check NASDAQ Insider. They show nothing since January. Yeah, exactly. BBW. yeah. You heard that, huh? Long term, was today's event good for SoFi or not? Did SoFi already anticipate the student loan forgiveness extension? I think they did. Biden put a hard no saying, hey, we're not going to extend the student loan after 4 months. Do you know why? Because the midterms are over. So that's actually good for SoFi. In terms of interest rates, all that's good. I think I need to take a look at SoFi. I haven't looked at it again. I was a little bearish before, but it was pretty low. I believe an insider sold or a price target happened. It went up and then it went down. And let's take a look at SoFi here. Yeah, it's I remember it went up to like 8. Everyone got excited and then it dropped back down. That's the kind of the epitome of life. I think might be a good time. SoFi is a buy as Biden forgives student loans. Wait, what? Why? There's an article. Oh, of course. Pro. I gotta double check. I don't. So here's the thing. On YouTube, there's like a lot of folks that like always have to have an answer for everything. I always don't like to BS my audience. I would need to do more digging for this to give you a sufficient answer. I haven't looked at it because you've seen me look at it on a previous video, but from when I looked at it from before and when I'm looked at it now, since it's a growth company, think of growth companies as like a butterfly. Before a butterfly was a caterpillar. I mean, these things grow fast. So I need to double check. I need to do my due diligence before I give a sophisticated answer. My honest opinion. I made money off of SoFi. This money off it. Hell yeah. But it's forgiveness for student loans only. Yeah. So the student loans, we talked about it earlier about the whole, forgiveness of the what's that going to do to student tuition? It's going to increase student tuition because you artificially inflate demand while the supply of institutions, it's not like institutions are being built. In fact, some of them are actually going bankrupt. The private ones are, how they're like con people. So you have like an increased level of demand now. And if you look at FAFSA, the FAFSA's website, is it still down? I'm curious. FAFSA. It's still down. Look. So if you guys don't believe me, this is what happens when you forgive student loans. Everyone's applying for student loans now. Studentaid.gov is experiencing high volumes of visitors. You will be able to proceed in the site momentarily. Thanks for your patience. And here's more information about the debt relief. Just make sure you read it before you apply. And then they probably will give you, hey, you need to make less than $100 and something $1,000. There it is. They give you the kind of the household. Make sure you make less than this. Don't slow down our website. So that's kind of what's going on with the student loan right now. Less money to be refinanced through SoFi. Very true. That yeah, very true. Yeah, no, I know, but most people don't know this guy. I'm in the academic world, so I'm seeing a lot of students like, dude, I'm trying to apply for FAFSA and it's not working. It's yeah. What do you expect? It's everyone's like $10,000. Let's go. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could do this. We can do this. Maybe I don't know, like weekly or something. Just kind of have a chat. Instead of coffee, I can switch it to like a mojito or maybe not like a bitch drink like that. Maybe some whiskey, Blue Label, maybe Johnny Walker or something like with a nice ice cube. So I think we should do that. Some nice whiskey and just talk and have a good time. And look how I'm sitting in my chair. I'm just like, ugh. I had a hard week this week in the medical side of my life. I had a hard time. So if you guys are curious, I learned about ultrasound today. I did the FAST exam. I went up in here and looked at fluid. I looked at pericardial fluid. I looked at Morrison sign, which is a liver. If you go down here and you look at the liver side in the right upper quadrant, I looked at, you can see if there's fluid. I learned about spleen going there or pop in the popliteal area, which is underneath your knee. If there's like a clot, usually there's two veins that come together. It's called a saphenous vein. And then you got that, I believe the femoral vein. And usually clots like to happen in this bifurcation because of physics. You get turbulent blood flow and that can go up to your lungs because, through your, the right atrium, right ventricle, then your pulmonary artery, and you get a pulmonary embolism. I'll stop. I don't want to bore you guys, but that's what I learned today. It was really cool. I did a spinal tap. So we went ahead and took a needle and we went down near the iliac crests, definitely below the spine. And we went inside the spine and we took out cerebral spinal fluid. And you want to do that because you would want to look at the, if there's any blood, right? If there's any changes in coloration, if there's any bacteria, check the glucose. It could differentiate between a bacterial infection, meningitis, maybe to a viral, stuff like that. We also did on like a baby, like it was really not like it was a mannequin baby. It wasn't like just poking babies. No. So that's what I did. What else? Yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, just kind of brain dead. Appletini. Yeah, no, I heard those knock you down. I haven't had the pleasure. I had a martini before, but yeah, those are strong, dude. I will short Jim Cramer. Well, yeah. I mean, someone made money off of just following the opposite of Jim Cramer's advice. There is a video of Jim Cramer, if you want to look up online. that basically says how he used to manipulate markets, and he admits to it, but yet he's not behind jail. He's not behind bars. Only in this country. Like, and he says that we like to use news media outlets and I like to pay them, and they're our friends. And now he's part of the news media, and he used to be a hedge fund. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, what's going, I'm sorry, but it's like, what's going on with this country? You know what I mean? It's like, doesn't make sense. I don't understand how this works. You know what I mean? Like the way this country works is, you know what I mean? And then people vote for the same people in office. It's just, we need to get term limits. Honestly, we need to fix the system. I don't think pulmonary embolism is boring. Oh yeah. I mean, when I say boring to like the non-medical people are like, what the hell is that? But you might like it, honestly, because, like I like legal stuff because it's really cool. But yeah, so for people that don't know what a pulmonary embolism, let me show you guys if you guys are interested. I mean, you know what I mean? This is pretty cool stuff, honestly. You know what I mean? So what is a pulmonary embolism? So if you look up here, pulmonary embolism, there's something called a saddle pulmonary embolism. And essentially what you can do is you can kind of see it on x-ray here, but I like to look at it in autopsy. That's kind of too late. You're kind of already dead, but you can kind of see it on here. You see that little saddle here? So this is your descending aorta. This is your ascending aorta. And this is the kind of the, the bifurcation that goes into your lungs. And this is kind of the embolus. And usually the blood clot travels between your legs, goes into your heart on the right side. And we know that there's two different sides of the heart. The right side goes to the lungs to get oxygenated, and then it goes to the left side to get pumped to the blood. Now, it's tricky as some questions, it's tricky. Some patients have something called a patent foramen ovale. They call it a PFO. In fact, 25% of the population has this, which is a hole between the right atrium and the left atrium. So if there's a clot, we know that if they don't have that hole, it goes to your lungs. But if they have that hole, it can go to your brain because it travels between the right atrium to the left atrium. It goes from the left ventricle all the way up through the aorta, pops through that tricuspid valve. Then you got those openings, and it goes through your your internal carotids, and there you go. You got a clot, right? And that's when you go into neurosurgery, or maybe, and you go all these TIAs, the PENs, yada yada yada, all these things here. Maybe some TPA, bust open the clot. That was a lot of science. But let me show you the autopsy. I think they're pretty rad because they're like really thick. It's kind of neat. If you guys don't like it, then I understand. There's an emboli here. It's kind of, what you saw in the image. That's the emboli right there. There's a great understanding here. If you zoom in here, let's zoom in here. So here's the left lung, here's the left ventricle, here's the right ventricle, and it pumps up to the lungs, the right lung. Obviously, this is an autopsy, right? So this person's dead. There's so there's the bifurcation, and there's a clot, and that's why he says that the pulmonary embolism is not boring. It's scary. It is scary. It's scary as hell. Oh yeah. What's even more scarier, in my opinion, is the aortic aneurysm. They call it a triple A, and then also an aortic dissection, type A, type B. It's pretty impressive. Yeah. Sorry, I went all science on you guys. You know what I mean? It's like, what? My business. That's but yeah, I like this stuff. Yeah. You save lives. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Left lower lung and full bio scans on the second look. Down on. Well, yeah, if you want something disgusting, look up. I'm not gonna look it up on here. That's nasty, but it's called the empyema. Look up that one. That one's gross. That one's like you got fluid and pus inside your lungs. If there's like an infection, maybe strep pneumo, stuff like that. Need Clover specific economic calendar, open enrollment, star update, and date earnings. Yeah, I would definitely need that. They stopped looking at us on the Clover Assistant. I would like to know what patients. They stopped reporting that. I've seen several reviews on Reddit from doctors. Good. Send them. Send them to me on Al at alstocktrades.com. Send them to me. Also, by the way, we still have our giveaway. I've been so busy on the medical side. I need to go back to all the videos I made, which is a shit ton, And I need to go. I know you're part of the drawing. I wrote your name down, but there's others I didn't write their name down. I'm going to go ahead and write their name down. We have a Mumu giveaway. You guys can still enter if you want. Whoever, it's free money. You get like 10 free stocks. If you use the link, look at my past videos, past Bass videos. I stopped putting the link. I'll put the link later. I'll put the link here. If you sign up for the Mumu link using the link down below and write your name down in the comment sections of the video, there's going to be some of you guys that 2 lucky winners are going to win 1 year of free access at Al Stock Alerts, which is a pretty sweet deal. I was just kind of thinking of a way to support the channel, but at the same time support my members. So here's the link if you guys are curious. But yeah, we have a giveaway. So we're gonna be doing a Spiel Win of Fortune with all your guys' names, and we're gonna be giving it out. I would say the next 2 or 3 months, something like that. I think the star ratings are in October. Yeah, I think so. Years of overexposure to work. Benzene bar. Well, what's that? Benzene barges. It feels like someone stabbing you. Me? I hope not. No, I'm okay. I'm just chilling. I hope. I don't think so. They didn't seem optimistic, but maybe they're just cautiously not optimistic. So hopefully they do get it. That'll be cool. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Ken. Oh, I love that. Teriyaki house noodles. I love that. I like pho. The second one. Wires up to the post. What was that? Oh, it's Alexa. Second one. I ran up. Oh, was it like a middle circumflex artery? Like avascular necrosis of the head or the femur? Something like that? Yeah. But I really enjoy this, honestly. I want to be a little bit more intoxicated. I'm not drinking now. I mean, I shouldn't say this. I would love to be a little bit tipsy. You know what I mean? You know, I'm like I had no drinks in the past 2 years. Literally, I've been, for anyone on our All Stock Alerts and everyone in our Mastering Stock Market course, how long do I work? I work you guys see me. I'm always on there. I'm a freaking workaholic. I would love to just sit down and drink some wine with you guys just to ease up. You know what I mean? It's just nice to just kind of drink a little bit, just to kind of chill, do what normal people do, kind of mellow out a little bit, get those HDLs up a little bit, maybe 1 glass of wine. Yeah, I want to get to know you guys. It's been, I've always been kind of business with you guys, kind of sharing with you guys data. It's just nice to just kind of just talk to you guys. It's hopefully one of these days I can learn how to give you guys a link so you guys can join me, so we can have like a debate. I think that'll be pretty cool. I think there's a way to do it here. Yeah, there's an invite link. Oh. Hey, we could wait. Is it that easy? Let's see. Send a link to your guest. Okay. All right. I mean, I've been on for a while. I guess we have room for 1 or 2. So here's a link. Is it really that easy? Somebody click on that. Hey, let me show it. Somebody click on that link, and then hopefully, something pops on my screen. So this will be a video. We'll be able to talk. Well, let's all pop a bottle right now. Absolutely. The problem is I have to wake up early tomorrow at, let me check. Do you guys want to see my schedule? This is just from the medical side. This is not even everything else I have to do. This is just, they give this to me and they're like, okay, work your life around this. So this is kind of my schedule. Oh, you clicked it? I don't see anything. I don't know when you sleep. Yeah, I know. I don't know either. Clicked. What does it say when you click it? So tomorrow I have an 8 a.m. the residency stuff, and then I got Dean's Hour and all this other stuff here. Then I have an exam tomorrow. Yeah, it's an easy exam. They said it's not that bad. It's an easy exam. Honestly, I did everything. I attended all sessions, so they said it's easy. But I think it has to be done through an iPad. So I need to speak to the professor tomorrow. I just reminded myself. Let me go ahead and unsubscribe. I'm just kidding. Then I have a meeting tomorrow. In fact, it's a meeting on. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, that's my day. Okay, so you clicked it. It says you are entering a broadcast studio. Where are you? You are live. Here, let me move you to my main screen. Yeah. Let me move you to my main screen. Okay. Stay on, Mr. Super Dupper. Let's figure. That's why I said this is complicated for me because I haven't done this before. Let me see how this works. I don't know how. No, I don't want to block you. It says block user. No, I don't want to do that. How the hell does this work? Let me lower the. Okay, let me lower this a little bit more. I have a movable desk. A little motorized desk here. Oh, I got scratched by that. Okay. Maybe it's this. I'm just clicking buttons, and it says no mic cam access allow. Maybe if I go to settings, guests. Okay, guests see viewer comments. Play sound when a guest enters. Guest must authenticate. I don't want you to authenticate. Hold on. I know what to do. Let me watch a YouTube video. That's the answer to everything. All right. How to invite guest on StreamYard. What I'm using. Okay, so. All right. How do all right, let's talk.
So you're using StreamYard and trying to figure out how do you invite guests to join you in on your stream. Stay tuned to find out how you do that. Hi, my name is Desiree, and I'm here to help you grow your business with better social media.
Just one moment, guys. Let me figure this out.
And content marketing. This video is part of a StreamYard series I am doing to help you with all of your StreamYard needs so you can have the best possible live stream that you can. One of the things people ask me, how are you going to streaming on StreamYard? How do you overlays or videos? Let's watch this part of the right now free automation. But also regularly free templates to make the best possible.
I'm increasing the speed because there's a bunch of talking.
I'm already StreamYard, but you can use and do this like Nestle volume live stream for whatever you're doing. So let's go here. I'm going to show you how you invite guests onto your live stream. Your StreamYard, you have broadcast ways that you can invite someone to your stream. So first is going to the dashboard and learn more. And you just hit invite guests. And this is where you copy it to your clipboard, or you can hit this Gmail button and open an email. I tend to just copy this and send it to whoever needs it in like a calendar invite or in an email or Facebook message or whatever. That way they can get it. The second way is when you enter the broadcast studio and you're going to go through the process of like checking your mic and doing your camera. Hi. You enter the broadcast, and then down here at the bottom you have this invite button. You click it, and the same window will pop up, and you can invite people. So once you have added someone to the stream, they will show up down here at the bottom. So you are going to be the first one as the host, and then the second one is going to be added in afterwards, and you can have again up to all of those other guests on there as well. You can adjust your windows like this. Just kind of play with it, but I like this one the best when it comes to having just two people on. And then make sure you go down to this.
Okay, so click on it again. It may be your settings from your computer. If click on this link again, guys. In fact, here, screw that link. Let me make another link just in case. Click on this link. Let's see how this works. Yeah, click on this new link here, guys. I should see somebody down here, but could be wrong. Yeah, sorry to guys do it on your time. I think it says I have to allow mic and cam access to enter. Oh, do you know how to do that? You're probably on your phone, maybe? I don't know. Better yet, let me see if I can do it from my phone. So let me see if I can stream. I can stream myself. Let's see how this works. Channel. That's great. That's trippy. Let's see how this works. Channel. This is how it works. Like you click the button, allow mic access. So you hit allow. Okay. This is how it works. Like you click the button. All right. Allow mic access. So you hit allow. Okay. I'm gonna put my name. All right. Allow mic access. So you hit allow. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. Yeah, I got it to work. I think it says don't have a mic or cam on PC. Damn. Okay. Well, we're supposed to talk, you know? Yes, you have to allow them. I do the same to your videos when I am in a hurry. 2x. Oh yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, 2x. I do 3x the speed because of medical school. It changed my brain. Yeah. Sometimes I slow down to 2.5, 2.7. If it's serious, it's 2.0. Yeah. If it's 1, I'm usually sitting with the professor, and it's probably I don't want to like be rude, you know. So I listen to the slow. Yeah, so now we know how to do it, so we can just have debates about Clove. I think that'll be really nice in the future. How you doing, Coco? It's my little doggy here. You want to see her? Come here, Coco. Up, come here. Up. Oh my. Oh, let me remove this here. Hi, Coco. You doing? Oh, thank you. Oh, you touched the mic. I love you. Oh, you love you, my little cuckoo. I love you. Mwah. Yeah, I love her. She's my favorite girl. All right, let's see here. Al picked up 120 call strikes, 5. Yeah, we'll take a look at the options flow and all that on our for Clover AMC. For AMC's options, it should be coming back online in I believe next week. Why are you licking the mic? No, thank you. Let's see here. This is a work PC. It gets extra security. Oh, I know how that's like. I used to have a Mayo work PC. Dude, there's so much security on that. I totally understand. You want to go outside? You want to go bye-bye? All right, guys. She wants to go for a walk. My little baby girl, why you go for a walk? Don't you want to go for a walk? Watch. Look at her head. When I go ahead and scratch her head, she's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Let's see if she does it. Oh, you can't see her. She's like, her eyes are like, "Oh my god." Let me see. Yeah. If you guys don't have any dogs, I recommend getting a dog. It's the best thing in the world. Man's best friend. Okay. She's my baby girl. I love you guys. You know, our goal here in all stock trades is very simple. You know, it's the media, politics, jobs. In America, if you don't have money, sadly, no one cares about you. You don't believe me? Go to California. Go to California and go down on Skid Row, and you know what I mean? So I see many people in their 50s that have less than $10,000 to their name that are living paycheck to paycheck. And some guy was telling me, "Hey Al, what do I need to retire to live at least 30,000? To live off of, you know, how much money do I need to have to make $3,000 a month?" So I showed him a very simple calculation. I said, "Listen, all you got to do is take how much money you want and divide it by a conservative amount of return, which is 3%. That's why I like Energy Transfer. It's a great retirement stock for people in their 60s, right? If you would have got in at $4 or $5, great. In fact, they're up on their uptick, you know. So I said 3,000 divided by 3%. So 3,000 divided by 0.03, right? Alexa, 3,000 divided by 0.03.
3,000 divided by 0.03 is 100,000.
That's incorrect. That's wrong. I did the math wrong. The answer is 1.3 million. When I said that, he was like, "Holy shit!" He was like, "That's a lot of money." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know." Let me see. It's math multiplied by 3%. 3% divided by Alexa. 3,000 divided by 3%.
3,000 divided by 3% is 100,000.
That's incorrect. Anywho, you need around 100 and you need about 1.3, 1.4 million dollars. So if you take the math here, what Alexa, 1.4 multiplied by 3%. I know what I did wrong. I said 3,000. Okay, so let's start over. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this phone up. And let's go ahead. By the way, this is a very good, strong case. Okay, so it's a battery pack too. So he wants to make $3,000 a month. Okay, you take that and you multiply it by 12. The thing is, there's taxes, right? Pesky taxes, right? Let's say $40,000. There's obviously it has to be higher, but let's call it 40. All right, this is undervaluing what he needs to make, which is always not good. 40,000. Then now you have to divide it by 0.03%. Okay, so 0.03, which is 3%. Then you give you the $1.3 million. He needs $1.3 million. And then that dividend portfolio, which will average around 3%. Again, it might give him, 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? But 3%, that'll help him live $3,000 plus whatever other retirement fund he has. When I told him that, he realized, I saw in his face, he's going to be working his whole life. So if you're young, listen up. You know what I mean? Like, he told me that he's probably going to work at Walmart to meet and greet people. Sad. There's no other way to turn. It's terrible. That's why I made this damn Al stock trades here. You know what I mean? To teach you guys how this works. I'm still contemplating whether we are going to be. I can do this 3 ways. I can make a new course called Index Funds, which I'm not going to. That's stupid. Or I'm going to be injecting it inside the mastering course. But my goal is actually to just put it up on YouTube for free. This is going to be a very sophisticated index investing course. It's not going to have all the work we have with the intrinsic value calculations and whatnot, but it will have just what is index funding. And we may have a sophisticated course lesson within the mastering. And yeah, you know what I mean. So if you're not putting your money to work, then you're gonna work. That's the life we live in, guys. So let's see here. I don't have much money, but I do okay for Calves Tuesday. They are almost 4 calves. What's that?
Calves.
They almost 20%. You sell cows? You say calves? Wait, so you like sell? Are you joking? Sort of small 60. Oh, you're far. Oh, okay. Well, and that's another problem we have in this country, guys. It's really bad. It's sad. You know what I mean? Our farmers, we don't really take care of them. We don't take care of our vets. We don't take care of our, you know what I mean? So we got, you know what I mean? I don't want to be sad at nighttime, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this country. Okay. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. We're not done. We got to keep improving. Okay. I don't want to see a 65-year-old working. I don't know. That's just me. You're from Kentucky. Did I drive through Kentucky? No, I did not. But I was going to purchase some real estate in Kentucky before the market exploded. There was a nice slip of condos about like there was a piece of apartments, condos, about like 5 parcels. We're gonna parcelate them together. It was in what's it called? It was up north in Kentucky. Let me look up Kentucky. The deal never went through. Something with an F. Was it an F? There's Lexington, Frankfort. No, it wasn't Frankfort. There's Louisville. It's like a kind of, it's like in the middle of nowhere, but not really. It's next to us, like 30 minutes away from like a Sam's Club. Yeah. Wait. I don't know, but it was really green. It was freaking beautiful. It was right below Louisville. Right below Louisville. I'll figure it out. People need to learn how to spell puts and call, how to sell. If I said sell puts and calls, I have been making 1,000 per week on CLOV option premiums. Yeah, so we have something called Bullseye. Pardon me. Let me show you that helps you with that. Because sometimes you want to just take the guesswork out of it. Let me show you. Here, if we go to Bullseye, it basically tells you, like, here, let me go to the most recent ones. Like, for example, Coin, it says do a call. AI is 61% confidence, it's a buy. And here it gives you the premiums, all this other stuff, right? Strike 80. And then what you do is, this usually pans out 1 or 2 days, but you just can't take it at face value. If you do technical analysis, and if you do some, research on all that, and maybe some fundamentals, and also our short-term DCF, which if you go here, all you got to do is just go DCF coin. Kind of see the short term. You see how it's like the stock price is $71, but the short term is 99. Then you go back to the bullseye, you can see that, okay, well, maybe coin is going to run up soon. There's going to be a possible run up on coin. Okay. And you can go ahead and buy some calls. But again, it depends because it did fall recently. Coinbase and Robinhood dilute shareholder value. Yeah, it's just a dilution, but it's going to come back. Yeah, so it just needs some time, and then it can go back once the market's green. Which it said it was around 80, which is extremely doable because it was just recently at 94. So you see how these pan out. So that's kind of, we make it easy. We like to bring a lot of technology. It also tells you when to do puts. Like this one was a put. When was this? And this one, the AI. Oh, this was today. Oh, so this was today. This is not old. So it says that it's going to go down. So, okay. So expect this to come down. And it's like a Brazilian stock too. Oh, here's Rev. So there it is, 68% confidence. It says Rev might go up, and it's also in the short squeeze indicators. So this might be good. So as I'm saying, there's a lot of due diligence you can do. You can spend hours and hours in here, and you can learn so much. So we try to provide a lot of data here to help. Got to keep Bill Gates. I'm telling you. Bill Gates just does his own thing. Premiums are easy money while we wait for intrinsic value. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And you can just sell them and just, it's almost like growth stocks giving a dividends. It's like that. The only risk is if it goes up, then, you're missing out on potential intrinsic value gains if it shoots up. But from the economy, this is a lot of uncertainty right now, especially with the elections. I would say after the elections, it's going to get a little bit tricky. Wait, it says here, was it? No, but yeah, it's very green, hardwood. It's beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was actually thinking of scalping. Yeah. Most people have like a short-term day trade for Clove, and if they like, let's say, F up the day trade, if it's like goes up, goes lower, they just keep it as long. Okay. Yeah, I remember in Minnesota they were doing something like that. It's actually pretty cool. Well, all right, guys. I'm slowing down. I gotta wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the gym right now. I'm gonna go lift some weights, hit the gym. But let me just be clear. Let me be clear. I'm a guy. It's very hard to explore, talk about your feelings as a guy. You know what I mean? Guys, I have a hard time talking about feelings. You know what I mean? Like it's so hard to talk about feelings. But let me talk to you guys about. So I'm in the healthcare field. Okay. So usually when people are in the healthcare field, we tend to be little softies. You know what I mean? We're like a little emotional teddy bears because we care. We care a lot. We put other people's needs before our own, right? Just that's how it works. It's healthcare for you. We want, we don't care. We love our patients. To all you guys that subscribe to this channel, I care a lot about you guys. I haven't met you, which is why I want to do the videos so we can meet you. It's really cool. In fact, I love the testimonials. So actually we can, it's really cool because I can see the people that we've impacted. It's really cool. But I care about you guys a lot. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I care about you guys. I mean, I don't, when I care about someone, I care about them a lot. That's the best way I can explain, if that makes sense. But yeah, you guys mean a lot to me, and want to do you guys good, and educate you guys on the market and help you out. And I'm not gonna go anywhere. We've invested a lot in this, and I know that we're gonna be here for 5-10 years, 15 years. We're here for the long haul. And as I learn more, I will share more with you. As I do more deals, and I'll pass on the knowledge. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's easy for me. I just say how I feel, and I don't hold back. Well, I don't know. Like I just I don't know like how to express my gratitude to you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Just to feel it's the way I express it is I work harder. You know what I mean? It's not healthy. One of my best friends is a male nurse. Yeah, we have a male nurse on our platform. He's freaking awesome, man. He's badass. Love to smoke a cigar with him someday. Play some golf. I suck at golf, but I'm sure I can pick it up. Things sticking around with Clove. A lot of YouTubers bail a long time. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's because they have no conviction. Don't worry, they'll come back. They'll come back. Once the stock price goes to 6-7, they're gonna be like rocket ship, Clover Health, bro. Yeah, all right. And once the stock's $30-$40, Clover Health, that's when you sell. Get the hell out of the freaking stock. That's when you sell. Get out, man. No, I'm just kidding. We got to look at the fundamentals. Okay, we got to see if it plays out. Okay. God bless you guys. Please stay safe. Okay. All right. Mean a lot to me. I'm sore. My chest is sore. Been lifting. All right. Peace out, guys.